stuff, Payne. Okay, perfect. I'll be ready in 2 seconds. We'll get going. All right, guys, come on in. How are we today? Good?
Good.
Good? Hey, Addie.
Hi.
Hey, Logan. Long time no see.
Yep.
I'm Coach Rob. I've been with a few of you guys. Addie, I don't know you as familiar as in the past. I'm doing my CSA coaching license right now for goalkeeping. So Coach Josh said I could come in and work with you guys, so I'm really excited to be here. I'm recording up there, so don't worry about it. It's nothing for reflection for you guys. It's more so that I can see it and reflect back on it and kind of put some comments and whatever into that. Modern goalkeeping. What is working on today is we're going to focus on a new technique called the block technique. And when I grew up, the way that the game has changed quite substantially over the last few years is in 1v1 situations. So if Karina is an attacking player, I was always taught as a goalkeeper that I had to get my hand to ball. Right? So that's kind of our trademark as goalkeepers, that we can use our hands. But modern goalkeeping, if you watch the game, you'll notice in 1v1 situations that the techniques have changed a little bit. And so today what I really want to work on is there's 3 elements within a 1v1. So if Karina's got the ball and she's coming at me, right? What are my options? What could I do? Let's say she's on our breakaway, 1v1, this is my goal behind me, I'm here. Can I run right at her? I could, okay. And what's maybe the pros or the cons of that? Okay. What else? Yeah, so if I'm running at her, am I in a balanced position that I can make a save if I need to? Not really, okay. So in this situation, if she's clean in, we have to take space to take away the net to make our frame a little bit bigger. But we also have to be in that balanced position. So that's one scenario that we'll talk about, and we're not going to talk a lot about that scenario today. The other scenario would be a situation where the ball's ahead of Karina, so maybe it's a through ball, and Karina's running onto it, but I can beat her there first. So what would a technique look like for that? So Karina's attacking the ball, she wants to finish it, and Payne, you're the goalkeeper. What would you do in this situation? Would you wait?
No, I
Okay, and how would you attack the ball? Okay, perfect. So why would you do it in that situation and not when she had the ball on her feet? What's the difference? Absolutely, yeah. So she's not in possession of the ball right now, so she's not at risk of shooting it on you right now. So you made that conscious decision that I can beat her to the ball. So just walk through a scenario. What would you do? You'd attack the ball, slide in. As Karina's approaching, you'd go down, attack the ball, and then we're basically winning it. So we've talked about a win, and then I don't want to use the word loss, but when Karina clearly has possession of this ball, I can't do that same technique. The third situation is the technique that we're going to work on today. And what that situation is almost in a 50-50 situation where I need to put my body in a position to block it, okay? So I'm going to walk you guys through the technique. We're going to use these nice foam balls because they're a little bit easier to teach the technique with, and then we'll start building it into the session itself. So if Karina's there and she's got the ball, or not quite, but she's approaching it, but she's going to win it before I do. So if I come running out, just like Logan said, she might be able to go around me. So in this situation, what I'm going to do is try to make my body as big as I can to try to create a wall or a block on this ball. So Karina's coming in, she's going to shoot it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my knee like this. I'm going to extend, and you'll notice how my elbow and my knee get connected. So what should this hand do in this situation? Just come up here again and hit this. What should this hand do? Should I keep it back? Should I bring it forward? What do you think in this situation? Bring it forward, okay. What's another thing? What should my left leg or my right leg here do? Should it be behind me? Outward, like this. And last technical element, what should this hand do? Should it just be kind of hanging here? Lower and out, like this. You see how I'm in a bigger space like this? So if Karina goes ahead and kicks the ball, right? I've created a wall, a block, and then now this chance is gone. So we're just going to walk through a couple, and I'll show you just in a situation. So just hit the ball at me a couple times. So I'm just going to come in, and I'm just going to block. That was an awful demo. Karina's making me look bad. It's okay. Right? It's the same thing going the other way. It's here, it's just through, and it's just a block, and you can see how my hand comes around the side and my arm comes out. Right? So what I'm going to do is get you guys into pairs, and we're just going to walk through a little technical warm-up, and then we'll start building into the session. So Addie, if you want to go with Karina, Logan and Payne, you guys can go together. And all I want you to do is take turns with the foam ball. So Logan, if you're my working goalkeeper, I just want you standing here like this, and I'm going to take turns just shooting the ball or throwing the ball at you, and I just want you to drop and go. So ready? So it's just like that. Okay, I'm just going to go like that. So he's just blocking the ball, and basically I'm going to pick it up and throw it, and then we'll reverse. Does that make sense? So go ahead, Payne. Find yourself some space. Yeah, just do it like 3-4 times. Make sure you get it each side. Go a little bit closer to him so that he doesn't see the ball coming so close. A little one step closer, Karina, to her. Good. Good.
Can I kick it or just?
Yeah, you can kick it if you need to. Just nice and low. Just at her. Don't kick it away from her. Kick it at her frame. Good. Payne. Good. Good. So, and pause. I'm just going to bring in a couple of moments here. All you need to use Logan as a demo partner. So if I'm shooting the ball at Logan, if I back the ball up a little bit, what would his natural tendency be in this situation? What have we been trained as goalkeepers to use in this situation? Close it down, but more so our hands, right? So I've seen some of us actually reach out and catch the ball, which is okay. But for this exercise, for this skill, can we come a little bit closer? Because again, what we're trying to do is create that wall with our body to promote ourselves using that body. Because in this technique, if I'm trying to catch a ball, my hands are naturally here, right? So I'm not making myself as big as I possibly want. So Logan, what I want you to do is you're just gonna pivot and drop your knee down. So you can see how my foot goes like that. Do that again, go down. Perfect. See your plant foot, your left foot? Can you move it out a little, not that far, right there. Why?
So that it's not back here and it feels the speed.
Yeah, and now can you open your body up to me? Perfect. And then this hand can come up and this hand is in perfect position. So that's the great block position that I want. So just stay in that position. So what you're gonna do, turn your body to me a little bit, make yourself proud, and I'm just gonna shoot it like that. Do you see how his hands didn't try to come in to catch it? That's kind of what I wanna see. Now Logan, you're gonna go the other way. Ready, block technique, go. Good. So you see how his hand was in that position? Go a couple more seconds and see if we can continually work on that block technique moment, okay? Yeah, so generally speaking, what you're doing is you're connecting this elbow with this knee. Some people drop this knee down. You can have it up a little bit, but it really depends on your preference. For me, I like to kind of come in this position so that I'm easier to get up and to go. Okay, ready? Let's go. Good, Logan, well done. Good. Good, Addie, well done. Good, Addie. Good, Payne, well done. Drop, good. This hand is dropping a little bit, so keep it forward and right there, that's great. Good. Couple more. Good, Karina. Good, Logan. Good. Good, well done. 2 more each, and we'll rotate. Good. Just a couple left. Good. Good, Eddie, well done. I hear, Addie, you hadn't played soccer in a while, or goalkeeper in a while. That's great to see you out, that's fantastic. Are we all done our twos? Okay, come on in. I want to build into a little bit of a warm-up before we start live fire to you guys. But what you'll notice is there's 4 balls inside this 10 by 10 red square. You guys see that? So I know you guys did a little bit of a functional warm-up. What I want you to do is just little runs and skips and whatever. Whenever I give you a clap, what I want you to do is approach one of the 4 balls. It's not live fire, so no one's going to be there firing at you. But I just want you to get into a good block technique position. When you get here, assess your position. Okay? Is my hand and my elbow in a good position connected here? Is my feet far apart, or am I in okay position? Is my back foot out, and is this hand here? And once you're happy with it, then just get up, jog around, I'll clap, find another ball, find that technique. Okay, make sure you're alternating right and left feet. Okay? I'll move this one out just a little bit so you guys have a little bit more space. You're not running into each other. Little skips, little twists, whatever you need to do, just get your body moving a bit. Ready? Let's go. Good. Just get to that ball. Yeah, it's okay. A little trick for you guys. I love it. Yep. Just find a ball free, get there. Good block position, assess it, and then get up. Little skips, you can go backwards. Little trunk rotations. Yep. Just make sure we're nice and loosened up here, right? We don't want to pull any hamstrings or quads, so just make sure we're getting some nice explosive movements here. Again, assess your movements. Yep. Find that ball. Good work. Are we happy with our shape? Is there anything that needs to be corrected? Find a new ball, just jogging around again. See if we can pick the intensity of our movement off the ball up a little bit. Should be starting to work a little bit of a sweat here. Yep. Good, and just pause there for a second. Great stuff. I like all your guys' body position. The one thing I often see with this is a goalkeeper will come here and make a block here. Do you see how far away I am from Addie in this situation with the ball? As a striker, if Addie's a striker here, am I creating a big barrier for her? Have I created space for her to maybe move around a little bit? Yeah, so what I want to try to do is get as close to this ball to kind of create a wall that's encompassing that ball to allow her not to be able to get around me or find a little hole. Okay, a couple more and we'll make a couple progressions. Again, some bum kicks, some high knees. Just make sure your quads, hamstrings, those things are loosened up. We don't want to make sure we're pulling anything. I'm going to ask for a little bit of flexibility from you guys today. Yep. Find a ball, good work. Really assess it, see if you like your shape. If not, you can make a correction. Yep. Find a ball, get in good shape. Make sure we're turning right and left. Okay, one more. Ladder progression. Today's really about that block shape and making sure we're in a good position to make sure we get that block on when the striker's about to shoot or has shot. Yep. Good stuff. All right, you guys okay? You need a water or are you okay? We're okay? Okay, we'll get through the next one. What I want is two of you to pick up the ball in your hands, the other two just to leave the ball on the ground. Okay? And you can just kill the ball, so just roll it off to the side a little bit. So we'll have two balls in live in action. The two goalkeepers with the ball in the hands, so Payne and Logan. All we're going to do is you guys are just jogging around. You guys are just jogging around without a ball. But when I say go, if I'm this person, I'm going to find one of you guys. I'm going to put the ball on the ground and I'm just going to take a little dribble. And I just want you to approach and it's just going to get into that position now. Live fire, but not blasting at them. Okay? And what I want you to do as a goalkeeper from feedback is look at them and say, hey, what could you have maybe done a little bit different? Right? So again, we're not trying to score on them. We're not trying to dribble around them and make them look bad. It's about them to make sure they're working. After that, you'll grab the ball, you'll run around, she'll put it down for you or someone else. Okay? Ready? Jogging around. The two goalkeepers without the ball, this is a good opportunity to extend your stretches, a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more pliable. Yep. Put the ball down, dribble at one. Good. Find that block. Good work. You can take a touch, you can dribble at them, right, to create that 1v1 moment where they have to come and close the space down. Yep. Find that goalkeeper, good, get a good block, and just pause. So a couple of us, I've seen a few of us, if Logan's dribbling at me and I go to block, and just don't shoot it yet, but here, what we're doing is we're really making ourselves small. Try to be as big and as proud as we can in this moment, right? So in this situation, if I'm here, he may have the ability to bank it off my shoulder and go in. So the bigger I can get, the more chances that ball's gonna hit me, and then I can recover and find that second face, okay? Dribble around again. Yep, put the ball down, dribble at him, find that good block. Good job, Karina. Well done, Addie. Try to be balanced and square, right? So we shouldn't be leaning or falling off to one side. Stay true. Shoulders facing the server. Yep. Good work. Yeah, try again. I've seen a couple of us, we're bringing our hands in. I get it, it's a technique. We've been taught time and time again to use our hands, But in this situation, if Logan's the server, if I'm coming in and bringing my hands in like this, what am I doing? I'm making myself smaller. I'm creating a barrier where I already have a barrier, is in my leg, and I'm giving him a lot of outs here. So I really want to kind of get into this position here. So even if he does take a touch, I can maybe dive and use my hands at that point, right? So try to make sure, I know it's a little unorthodox or we haven't been learning it too much, but make sure our hands kind of create that second or that first barrier outside of that. Ready? Dribbling around. High tempo if we can. Last few minutes here of the little activation. Yep. Good. Okay, that's okay. Couple more. Person dribbling. Try to be real fire in the sense of you're dribbling at him with pace now, right? So make sure it's kind of game-like in that situation. Yep. Good, Logan. Well done. What could you have corrected there, Logan?
Not falling over.
Okay, so you're balanced. Sure, what else? There was one other thing. Yeah, you had your hands down. Again, it's natural, right? But I like your approach. I like the way you came in. It's just about being a little bit more controlled and then having your hands out. Two more, one more each. Yep. Good. Well done, Addie. Just that one hand you can pick up a little bit there. I love that you recognize that. Good. And we're going to pause for a second. If you need to go grab a quick drink, a little stretch, whatever you need to do. I'm going to progress it into more real-like. All right, so before we hit our last progression, the signal was always coming from me, okay? And so from an auditory standpoint, from a coach or a server for myself, it's not realistic for you as goalkeepers because you hear a thing, and for both of you as the server and as the goalkeeper, that signal comes in. Is that game-like? No, why not? Exactly, so you have to be able to recognize that. So what I want us to do is same concept as last time. We'll have two balls live. The player's running around, it's on your signal. So you drop the ball, and what I want is a goalkeeper to recognize that a ball's been dropped and to attack. Okay, I don't want both goalkeepers going to that because then obviously there's another one, but one of you need to make that idea to be able to come and get into that exposed position. So exact same thing we're doing, it's just now the signal's coming from the server, not from me, okay? A couple of these and then we'll move into a more of a linear function. Addie, you got one? Perfect. Moving around whenever you guys feel the need to do it. Look to see if you can find a goalkeeper that's unbalanced. Good, so oh, both of them, I love it. Let's stop there, let's have a little coaching moment. So both of you got exposed through the 5-hole just like Karina did to me over there. What happened? What in that moment? Can we critique that?
Well, my one foot, I had to give it a gap.
Okay.
So I could have brought this one closer.
Okay.
The other foot.
Okay, what do you think caused that? Do you think, what functionality of it? I know it's a tricky question. Your balance, yeah. So did you have longer space to cover in your approach to go?
Yeah.
To the player, yeah. So there's a great comment here, and I want to talk about this. If Karina is the striker, and she drops this ball, and normally in the other game, we are maybe here. So for me, it was really only 1 or 2 steps to get into here. So it was really an approach that I was comfortable with. In this situation, let's say we're in a game and there's a longer ball that's been served in, maybe it's a cutback and I decide I need to close this space and get my block in. I have to be able to cover here, but again, if I'm running full speed, are my legs gonna create that big gap? So we have to make sure that we're balancing that ability to get there and that ability to break ourselves down and get into this great block shape, okay? So a couple more sequences, let's see if we can close up those 5 holes and then we'll see what happens. There one more ball around. There's one in there with Karina. Logan's got one. Great stuff, Logan. So whenever you feel the need, put the ball down, dribble at the player, find different spaces so it's not always easy. Good, Addie, love it, well done. That's a great save, Addie. Good, I don't mind the trail leg, that's good. You got a touch on it, right? Your defender's gonna come clean that up. Unlike the PK yesterday on Friday, right? Make a great PK save and your team just leaves you out to dry, right? Good, I love it. Just correct it, make sure you understand. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's build into more of a linear function. So we've started to add those elements. What's gonna happen now is I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna be the server. I'm just gonna say Payne and Karina are gonna be here with their legs spread facing that way. And you guys are gonna be the strikers about 5 or 10 feet back that way. Does that make sense? So ball's with me. And all I'm gonna do is just come a little bit closer, Karina and Payne, just right here. Yeah, close to each other, and you're gonna be facing them. And so Addie, come stand in front of Payne or Karina, doesn't matter which one. Can we just move that one cone there, Logan, just so that no one runs into it? So Addie, go, sorry, I'm confusing you. You can go that way, just where Logan is. Perfect, right there. And Karina and Payne, I'm gonna get you to hit one step. That's a little tight. One step apart, there you go. So what's gonna happen is this. They don't know who's gonna happen, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a ball through Payne's legs, okay? The ball is gonna be served at a different variation of speed. What I want now is it's a 1v1 from a striker to a goalkeeper to come this way. So I want you to take a touch. I don't want you shooting from there because it's not really working with our session. So we're gonna close this down. So take a heavier touch. Yeah, and so Payne's gonna come in, close that space, and then I just want you to be able to hit it into her good block position. Then you guys will switch roles, okay? And then I'll come over here, I'll do it for Karina. I'm gonna take turns for the first little bit, but then eventually I'm not. So I'm not gonna adjust that you know the ball's coming. Okay, make sense? You're just staying right there, and then you can rotate with the working goalkeeper in a second. Okay? Close down, get into a block, good. Again, try to get those hands out. Yeah, we'll rotate so you guys can rotate through. Find the adjustment, get close, break yourself down. Good, well done. Good, Logan. So again, we're diving in a little bit with our hands here, right? Just get into that good block position. Be a little patient. Sometimes we have an eagerness to make the save and we expose ourselves. Good, Addie, you love it. Well done, good shape. Good. That's the timing I want. So Logan, you can attack it as she's there, right? We don't necessarily have to wait. If I serve the ball, striker, you can come and explode on the ball. Come, Addie. Good, love it. Good approach, Payne. Good balance. Good, approach it, break yourself down. Good. So were you a little late, do you think? What was your assessment?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of went down early.
Okay. So you went down early as the ball has just come back and be my server for a second. So let's walk you through again just because I can want to recreate it. Ball is getting served into Karina, so she's not in possession of it, but you're approaching the ball. And what did you start doing about this moment?
I kind of went down.
Yeah. So if I could recreate it for a second, this leg actually came backwards, drop this knee down. And so this is kind of the shape you came into. So think about how narrow you are right now. Can you correct it for me from there? There, yeah. You could maybe bring this knee forward a little bit, right there. So is that much better of a shape? Do you feel more balanced? Yeah. Again, keep this here, hand up, you're connecting this elbow to this knee, and this hand can come up and be forward in that position. So go ahead, hit it at him. Good, that's much better safe, okay? Good stuff. Good. Good, Karina, good approach. Hands still a little low, you can get your hands up a little bit. Right, don't be afraid to take these. These are the game-winning saves that you make, that you wear that badge, that bruise on you. Great stuff, Addie, I love this. For not playing goalkeeper in 3 years, Addie, you're doing fantastic, well done. Close it. Good, Logan, that's much better shape. Good work. Close it. Hand down. Oh, that's okay. Just a little bit late. 1 second earlier and you close that space up, right? Good, Karina. Well done. I'm noticing a lot of us are still going right knee down, right? What would make us go right knee down or left knee down? What do you guys think? What are you looking at? What's your cognitive function in terms of looking at the tell from the striker of whether you go this way or whether you go this way? Yeah, so which kind of direction the ball's coming. So on these, I'm predominantly focusing on a central component. So make sure you guys are working on both feet. Because if I'm a striker and Logan comes at me and he telegraphs it early, or I know he only blocks one way, go down one way, right? I can shift. So right now, I could just do that and lift it around him, right? So we want to make sure as goalkeepers we're patient, but that we're technically sound both functional ways, okay? A couple more and we'll progress it into more of a game for you guys. Good, Addy. Well done again. I think you have the height, right? So I think you can make yourself a little bit bigger when you make that block save, but you're making every save. Good. So did we get a little narrow, right? Good, Payne, that's okay. A little late getting our pivoted of our hip down, right? Okay, one more each. Good, Karina. Coming back a little bit with the upper body, right? Just stay forward, stay proud in the front. Here we go, Addie. Let's end this with a great one. Good stuff. I don't mind it. You made a great deflection, went wide of the post. You guys need a quick drink? The next little function is going to be a little bit more work. So go grab a quick drink and we'll come back on in here. Yeah, we'll need quite a few balls for this. So if you guys could just grab a few straggling balls just around, just make sure they're nice and close. We're gonna play a little 3v1 rondo game with a block technique in. Yeah, right inside this little square here. 8 by 8. Balls can just be here. I'll play them in from this position. So let's do a little recap. Major technical areas that you focused on right now in terms of your exercises for today. What are some of the things that you want to highlight? Okay, so making sure our shoulders stay open to the play, right? We're not turning our shoulders to make ourselves narrower. What else? What about our hand positions? Our hands down or low? Out and forward, right? We want to take away as much of that space as we can. What should our eyes do? We haven't talked a lot about them. Are eyes important as goalkeepers? We have to be able to see the ball, right? So our eyes need to be sure that we're watching the ball, tracking the ball as it's coming in. We're not closing our eyes or turning our head away, right? So what we're going to do in this little exercise, I'm sure you guys have done something similar to this, is it's going to be a 3v1. I'm going to ask Karina, just because I pick on Karina all the time, to be it, okay? She's the working goalie. Your guys' job is to, using your feet, keep the ball inside this red square. Okay? At any given time, if you think, I'm going to put a cone right here, that you can get the ball through this space, the goal, then you punish her. Okay? And you get a point for your team. Okay? Karina's job is to protect this goal in the center of this goal. If Karina wins the ball, I'm going to add a secondary element though. As goalkeepers, once we win the ball, what's our job? To distribute. Why? Why is that important? Yes, exactly. So we're trying to exploit them when they're unorganized. So we, as goalkeepers, lead that start of attack. So you'll notice 2 pop-up goals here. So as soon as Karina wins this ball, her job is to see if she can bowl it, throw it, kick it, whatever it is, outside the grid. If you guys can stop it before it leaves the grid, then you guys get an extra point and she stays in. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so give me 2 seconds. I'll give you guys a ball. You guys can pass it around. I'm going to set up a little goal. So if you can get the ball to another player through this goal, you win. Karina stays in. Okay? Your job is to block it. So to be patient, make her come at you. Use the ball. Ready? Let's go. Just passing around. You can dribble. You can move. Your objective is to try to get the ball through that grid. Karina's trying to stop it when she gets the chance. Good. That's okay. Keep it on the ground. Let's keep moving. Good hands, Payne. Good. Can we smother it? Can we block? You can find the moment to block if you need to. Good, I don't mind it. Let's get new ball in. We'll keep Karina in for a second. So again, Karina, anytime, if you feel you can protect your net, but if you think you can get a block on and win the ball, take away space, good, I don't mind it. Well done, and there's a great goal. Addie, I'm gonna ask you to come in. We'll swap out. I love it. Karina didn't even know she was scoring, and she did it anyway. Keeping our body moving. Keep our bodies moving as goalkeepers. We're always being an option and supporting our players on the pass. Can we get there? Good, I don't mind it. Can you find it? Can you find it? I am gonna say we left the square. Payne, come on in. We'll grab another ball there. Goalkeepers, we must stay inside the red square. If we can stop it before then, that's great. So moving our objective. Yeah, at any time. Okay, and good. Stop there for a second. I'm just going to bring in one coaching moment. Nothing to do with our block, but I just want to ask something of our goalkeepers in possession of the ball. If Karina's got this ball here, Addie, what type of movement did you do in this last sequence? I'm not going to pick on you because I know you're a goalkeeper and this isn't always your ask. But as goalkeepers, we have to support the ball in this situation, right? So you have a choice. So I saw you come down, which is great. That's okay. I'm okay. So go ahead, do that movement. What does that movement now need? A support, a secondary movement. And who does that movement have to come from? Logan. So Logan, what type of movement would you do in this situation? You could stay here, right? But what is she trying to do?
Get the ball there.
Get the ball through here. So what if you come into this position here? Because now Karina can dribble here and it's going to exploit her. But if she starts cheating or starts going out here, can Karina get the point by playing this through to you? Yeah. If you stay here, can she get the point? She's never going to try that. Right? Does that make sense? So Logan, come back over here. Addie, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have to make that movement there? Where else could you go? Love it. Go. What does that change now for Logan? So we've just flipped it, right? So now Karina can make this pass to play to Addie, or if Payne cheats on it, maybe we can play that ball through. Okay, ready? Let's play. So what's our movements out the side? Can we always be an option to play the ball through that grid? Good, I don't mind it. Can we get a block in? Good, can you play? Can you distribute? Can we block the ball? Good, use your block, goalkeepers. Good, and rotate. So Logan, I don't mind it, but remember the session theme, right? So that ball got thrown in, and we just kicked out our foot, which is okay, but can we get into that good technique to make our frame to guard this goal so she can't hit that distribution? Okay, Logan, let's go you in, because you haven't been in yet. Ready? Good ball movement, get the ball moving, get Logan into a good exploited space. Yeah, it's right there, keep playing. Good, can we get our block in? Can we get our block in, Logan, when do you find the right moment? I don't mind it, good touch with your foot. Find your balance, be a little bit patient, be more patient. There it is, I don't mind it, that's okay. Okay, we get the block in. Good, well done. Again, find the other way. Good, up, until you get the ball. That's okay, and stop there. Karina, back in. We'll rotate one more game. So I love, we're starting to see block sequences. We're starting to see goalkeepers move and try to use their body as a frame. Can we find that goal? Can we punish Karina by getting that ball through that goal if we can? Good block, well done. Can we block it? Can we block it? Don't allow her to play. Good block, up. Good smother. Yeah, keep playing. Someone else rotate in from Karina. That's okay. Good. And she scores, well done. Addie gets out. I think Karina goes back in because she got punished. Yeah, here's the ball. That's good. Right here. Payne's going. Let's play with Payne's ball. Can we get it? Find that Payne. Good stuff. Well done. That's okay. Good stuff. And I'm just going to pause and make one great comment here for Karina. What's the difference with Karina in particular in relation to some of her other ones? Do you find that she's a little bit more patient, or do you think she's rushed? She's patient. And what is that allowing her to do? When she's patient, is she all over the place, or is she pretty collected and she finds the right moment, right? So again, I'm not picking on her, I'm crediting her. But when Addie had this ball, she realized if she came flying out here, probably a pass to Payne would have occurred, and then Payne could have either dribbled through or played through here to punish her. So what did she do? She realized that now is not the time to go here. So what she did is she just protected her goal, which is the right decision here. As soon as a pass came in, she started to get into the good shape and put her body in position to be able to win the ball. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for as goalkeepers. Sometimes our job isn't always to make the save. It's to delay the striker so that our defenders can come back or force them into a position that they make a mistake. Does that make sense? So be patient here, but when the time is right, let's do it, right? Couple more sequences. Let's go Payne in. Good, Payne, good. Keep your shape, keep your shape. That's okay. Just try, instead of this, that's the perfect, so I'm gonna demo this just for a second. This is exactly what I was taught, okay, growing up as a goalkeeper. Pass came in here, let's say it's a cutback. Does this look, Does this look familiar? My goal, ball got served from a wide position low into a cutback into a striker. Ball was shot opposite post, second post. I was always taught as a goalkeeper, prep step, dive, get my hand there, okay? It's okay, we can do that, especially if it's started to get extended into the bigger goals. But what I really want us to do, because this goal is so small, what's our first movement here? Instead of this, what should our first movement be? Yeah, can we get into this position here? Can we look for this block? Because even if she does that, try it, right? I can block it with my foot. If she goes higher, right? I can get my hand out and then continue to follow through, right? So in this position here, I'm in a much better shape. And when we build to a next exercise over here, you're gonna see how those will start to create secondary movements, okay? One more sequence here. You can dribble at her too, right? You can take space from her. Good, and rotate. Yeah, find this goal. Good, don't mind it, well done. I think there's one more player to go in, I think Logan, and then we'll break to another exercise. Good, remember we can dribble as goalkeepers too, break him down. See if you can get his block in, be patient, be patient. Be patient, good, don't mind it. Make sure you get your hands out wide. Good, that's okay, that's okay. We're finding the little holes right now. Let's see if we can get his legs moving. Good, don't mind it. Be patient. Good, good, get it there. That's okay, Logan. There it is, good patience. Find the hole. Good, Payne, well done, and stop there. Go grab a quick drink if you guys need. I'll get set up for the next exercise. All right. For me, a foundational element of working with goalkeepers and goalkeeping training is to try to make it as game-like as we can. Normally in a game, if we had our team here, we'd be incorporating some rondos where balls get played through and we attack. So I'm gonna try to recreate that with only 11 or with 4 goalkeepers, okay? So what's gonna happen is one goalkeeper gonna start facing one of the pug goals, okay? What's gonna happen is the other 3 goalkeepers are gonna be stationed either at that ball, or this ball, okay? So let's go, and then I'll walk you guys through the first elements of this. So working goalie facing the pug goal, otherwise Payne, Logan, Addy right here, perfect. So I just want you to pick one of the pug goals, doesn't matter which one, and face it, perfect. What's gonna happen is you're gonna turn, and you're gonna face Addy, and you're gonna close this. Addy, I want you taking a touch out of your feet, similar to what we're doing there, and try to score on the pug goal here. You can be a little bit more deceptive. You can kind of dribble around her, but again, trying to make sure that she gets that block save in. As soon as you make this first save, I want you to get reset. You're gonna get here and get turned and come out and exploit this. As soon as she gets here, Logan, and gets turned, I want you starting to come. And so yours is really more of a dribble. So I want you to take a heavier touch so that she comes out here and gets that block in, okay? As soon as you made this save, negative set to here, Payne, big touch almost from a central component, and being able to come out and work on the same situation here, okay? So again, 3 elements of a block save, all from a central channel, just 2 with angles, okay? Ready? Good, that's okay, reset. As soon as she gets turned, take that touch, good, well done. Stay proud, yeah, just give her a second, get set, good, well done. Okay, and cycle in, so Logan can go in, Karina can come here, and we'll rotate through. Well, I'll let you guys get through a few of these and then we'll have some coaching moments. Make sure we got a ball handy. Yep. You get turned, that's your signal. Good, Logan, well done. Get reset all the way there. Get turned, explode. Good touch, Karina, I love it. Make sure we have that proactive touch. Good, get blocked, good. So again, you're here, right? Make sure we get into that good block position. Reset. We'll rotate through, we'll get everyone through a sequence. When she gets turned, it's a go. Good, I don't mind it. Come in here, as soon as you get turned, good. Good touch, good block, well done. Good body shape, Payne. Good, that's okay. Good, and reset, last one here. We'll bring in some moments. Make sure we got a ball. Good, well done, Addie. That's okay. Good, Addie, well done. Just your one lead hand, get it up a little bit. Good, well done. Okay, come on in, I'll just give you guys a little breather, we'll chat about this. Okay, a couple of things that you guys saw, because again, if you're waiting only for your reps to physically do it, it becomes a little bit physically draining. So I want you to learn from what the other three goalkeepers are doing too. What are some things that you noticed, positive, or maybe things that we could correct? Yeah. Yeah. So we want to make sure that our approach is proper, right? So if we're just coming flying in, a striker in this situation has been told to kind of shoot it at you, but would a striker do that in the real world? Probably not, right? So we got to have that patience in terms of how we exploit it. What else? Yeah. So again, we have that tendency of just coming narrow. I'm at fault to it all the time, right? I know some really good goalkeepers who stay in this position because it's kind of their bubble. And they kind of like this position. But we got to be brave, right? That's really what it's about. You show those war wounds. Hey, look at this ball I saved because I made a great block save, right? Won the game 1-0. That's the moments that we need to do. What else? Anything else, Addie? You made a couple fantastic saves. Anything that resonated with you? Yeah. Yeah. You have a huge advantage with your height, right? So you have that ability to make yourself as big as you can. So yes, you don't want to make yourself any smaller, but again, you don't want to sprawl yourself too big. We'll work on long sprawls and long blocks, right? So it's more of like a block save like this where you're starting to extend yourself a bit. But for right now, these are more these shorter block saves right now that we're focusing on. Okay? Let's go through another cycle. What I really want is the distributor, the server, take a large proactive touch. So when Karina turns at me, it's not just this short little touch here because it doesn't set her up for success. I want to take like a touch almost to the halfway line so that Karina approaches it and I'm striking it as she's arriving. Does that make sense? Okay, let's grab some balls, get them set. If you need me to demo the service, I will. Just let me know. But again, it's that halfway touch. So again, you as a server aren't in full control of this ball, right? Otherwise she would stay. Right? And it's obviously not her ball because otherwise she's coming to win it right off you. Okay? Ready? Whenever Karina gets turned. Good. Good block. A little, we drop that foot down. Keep that foot up like this, right? Good. That's better. And then drop. Good. Good. Well done. I love that save. Good end result too. Rotate through. Good, Payne, good shape, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. A little bit of a bigger touch, Addie. Let's redo that one. Let's redo that one. Addie, or Payne, come in here. Bigger touch just so she can close down that space. Good, Payne. I don't mind it. Yeah, just rotate. There you go. You already corrected it. Good. I don't mind it. Great result. Rotate through. Logan, a little bit of a heavier touch, right? Make sure you push in the ball into space so she knows when to come. Yeah. Good. Well done. That's okay. It's that one. That goal's not in play right now, right? It's just the one that you're coming from. Good stuff. Good. Try the last save. I love the result, but we're going knees first, right? And so we're kind of having our body back. Try to have our body over top. That way, it's going to stop that ball from popping up like that, right? One more rotation. Good, Addie, love it. Textbook. Good, I don't mind it. Bigger touch, close it down. Good stuff, I don't mind it. You made the save, pushed it around the wall. Okay, I'm gonna build this into more of a functional game for 3 goalkeepers. What's going to happen is I'm going to bring in these goals. What we're going to do is there's going to be one goalkeeper working in the big goal, and then two goalkeepers working in these two pop-up or little frame goals. And what we're going to do is rotate. The other one's going to be a server centrally. So let's get ourselves set. I'll get some balls just top of the box here. So Logan, as my server top, what your job is to try to do is to obviously drive at Karina and make her make a block save. Karina, your job is to try to make the save and redirect it into one of these goals to see if you can make these goalies work. Okay, so if you can make a block save, a kick save, if the ball's there and you can punch it at her, what it's going to be is a reaction save from you, but again, a block. So I don't want us running into each other, but I'll just be this one, just come for a second. So I'm here, I'm not just waiting, I'm here. So in that, then I'm just going to block that. Does that make sense? So the same thing in pain, you don't have to telegraph, you can go either way you want. If it's a foot save, sorry? Just do like 3 or 4 and we'll rotate through. Good, that's okay. If we find the nets are too deep, we can bring them out a bit. Good, that's okay. Let's bring the nets out just a couple yards. Make that adjustment. There we go. Dribble at her, exploder, and then hit it. Good, that's okay. Good, that's okay. Almost there. I'm going to change this up for Logan right away. We'll get through these last two. Good, that's okay. Good stuff. Well, way to be there, Addie. One more. Good, that's okay. Good, way to be there. All right, I'm going to make an adjustment. We rotate, so new goalkeeper in. Let's grab a few balls. I'm going to make an adjustment. Server here, Addie, I'm going to put the trust in to serve well. And I'm going to demo one for you to kind of give you an idea of what I want. Just to make this a little bit more proactive for the two on the sides, I'm going to take a shorter touch and then I'm going to shoot it at Payne. So Payne, it's going to simulate the same thing as if I'm driving at you. But what it's going to look like is I'm going to come here and I'm going to shoot the ball. I just want you getting into a low block save, and all you're doing is looking to redirect into one of these two. Okay, so I've taken my touch, approach, block save is down, yeah, and I'm just going to shoot that at her leg, and she can. You don't have to get your hand out, just let it hit your foot and see if you can redirect into the goal. Does that make sense? So shorter touch, and you're just shooting it at her frame. Try not to hit her in the face or anything like that. Keep it low. Block. Oh, that's okay. Just correct that one leg, right? Little touch, block, good. That's it.